After my session at Fort Knox, Kentucky, where they tried to make a tank driver out of me, I was sent to Los Alamos, New Mexico, the home of the atomic bomb, also then called the Manhattan Project. I wasn't sent there to make atomic bombs. I was sent there to be a radio announcer for the local radio station, which was called KRS. RS meant radio station. I'm not sure what the K meant. But anyway, when I was there, I was assigned to a barracks and I was treated as a regular soldier. So one of the things that I had to do was to be on kitchen police. When I reported to the mess sergeant for the kitchen police, he said, "Oh, you're a new arrival here." I said, "Yes." Well, it was almost Thanksgiving time. And he said, "You know, we have a need for turkey soap." I said, "Is there such a thing?" He said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Why don't you go down to the Air Force mess?" Incidentally, the dining halls were called messes, and for good reason, because the food was sometimes messy. He said, "Why don't you go down to the Air Force mess and ask them for turkey soap?" So I went down the street. It wasn't very far. I went down the street to the Air Force mess. I talked to the mess sergeant, and I said, "They sent me here to get turkey soap." He said, "You know good and well there is no such thing as turkey soap." So he said, "But I'll tell you what." This was the Air Force mess sergeant. He said, "Why don't you go into Los Alamos, which is not very far from, Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Los Alamos, New Mexico is not very far from Santa Fe. And there was regular bus service between Los Alamos and Santa Fe. He said, "Why don't you go down to Santa Fe and see if you can find some turkey soap?" He said, "I don't think there is such a thing, but who knows? Why not check it out and see if you can find some?" So I said, "Fine, I'll do that." I boarded the bus, went down to Santa Fe, went to a couple of restaurants, a couple other places, and asked for turkey soap. And needless to say, they all laughed. They all thought it was very funny, and they said there is no such thing. Well, I didn't want to go back to the Los Alamos mess sergeant without turkey soap. So what I did is I made some turkey soap. I got some GI soap and a wrapper, and I printed on it, "Genuine turkey soap." And when I returned to the mess hall in Los Alamos, the mess sergeant said, "Where have you been?" "Oh," I said, "You know, I had to go down to Santa Fe to find the turkey soap." And guess what? I managed to get a bar of genuine turkey soap. And I handed him the soap, and he didn't know what to say. And I said, "That'll be $5. He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you don't expect that they would give me the turkey soap free. I had to pay $5 for it." He said, "Do you expect me to pay you $5? I said, "Look, you sent me down for the turkey soap. I got it. It cost $5. And if you don't pay me, I'm going to report it to the company commander." So guess what? He paid me the $5.